Crime knows no frontiers. To combat the growing menace of the international criminal, the police forces of the world have opened up their own national boundaries. At their headquarters in Paris, scientifically equipped to match the speed of the jet age, 63 nations have linked together to form the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol.
Evening, Skipper.
Hello, Benson. What do you want at this time of night?
Oh, sorry it's a bit late, but Lars Lucas is supposed to be nearly here in his channel swim. Got any news of him?
We'll soon find out. Come in.
Thanks. I don't want to wait up all night if he isn't going to be in until the morning.
He should be easy to find. There you are. There's your man.
You sure, Skipper?
Has he got one of these cabin cruisers following him with his trainer?
Oh, bound to have.
Then that's him.
How long will he be, do you think?
See for yourself. He's practically over already. He'll come ashore in about half an hour at most.
Skipper, you've done me a good turn. This means a world record. And I'll be there for the pictures.
Keep it up, Lucas, you're doing fine. Just a few more yards and the record's yours.
There's the light from the trainer's boat. Lucas has made it. I'll give them a flash.
Ahoy there! We're coming ashore!
Light that flare. It's a world record, all right. Here they come now. There's Lucas in the water just ahead of the boat. You made it. You made it.
78 minutes inside the record.
Well done, Lucas. Great swim. Now, what about a statement for the press?
You want a statement, boys? All right, I'll give you one. I just found out...
He's been
What
shot.
happened?
Did you...
Well, this is the spot. The tide's been in and out again since the shooting.
Which way was he standing?
Like this. He fell sideways.
And a dozen people saw him die.
We've questioned every one of them. Nobody saw the murderer. They were all too busy popping off flash bulbs and so on.
Not much cover on this beach, not even at night. Must have been a good shot. Where did it come from?
Oh, they all disagree. From the rocks, I guess. You know, it's a crazy case, Duval. Who would want to kill a channel swimmer just when he's broken the record?
It created an international incident.
I'll say it has. He starts off from France, he gets murdered in England, and he comes from Finland.
We're checking Helsinki for his background.
Well, that might help. Even a national hero might have some enemies.
Where are the reporters?
Where'd you think?
You are reporters. You see a man shot, and you don't notice anything unusual.
It was all over before we realized what had happened.
Did you hear a car start up?
No.
Fine newspaper men. A maniac shoots a world-famous athlete and you can't tell us a thing about it.
Don't we know it? The only big scoop was Johnny's here.
Oh, Johnny Benson, the local photographer.
I'd like to see those pictures. All of them.
Sure. There he is coming ashore. This is just before he was shot.
They don't help. Anything else?
And this is after he fell.
Where would you say the shot came from?
Over to the right.
First it was the center, then it was the left, and now it's from the right.
The only thing we know, he wasn't shot in the back.
Right, thanks. That was the lab report. He was shot with a rifle.
It all adds up. It was deliberate, well-planned murder, not the work of a maniac.
You think so?
He knew he had to kill, and had only one shot to do it with.
Quite a marksman.
Do the swimmers always stay at that hotel?
Nearly always.
Let's give the reporters the slip. I want to see that manager.
We 2 rooms reserved. This one for Missy Montell, the trainer, and another one for the swimmer.
What happened after the shooting?
Mrs. Montel came back here alone and went to bed.
How was he?
In a pretty bad way. I called a doctor who gave him sedatives.
Any visitors?
Oh, just one or two reporters, sports officials. But after the doctor had been here, I stopped all calls.
Where is Montel?
On his boat back to France. Checked out this morning. Get your drink?
Oh, thanks.
Your usual?
Please. One murder, not a clue to go on. That's a fine start.
Well, how are you two going? Getting anywhere, or shouldn't I ask?
So far, we are just treading water.
Look, I'm doing a piece for a newsreel. I was wondering if Interpol would mind giving me a few comments.
Pity you didn't get them from Lucas.
I did. At least I got his last words. I'm putting them on the radio tonight.
Well, let's hear them.
Here it is. I've taken a copy. Listen.
What about a statement for the press? You want a statement, boys? All right. I'll give you one. I've just found out.
That's all. I guess I was so shaken I switched the thing off.
That's the first bit of luck. Get your interview from Inspector Holt here. I'm off back across the channel.
What's your angle, Duval?
I want a few words with the trainer, Montel.
Why?
I want to know what Lucas was really going to say in those last words of his.
Well, the press boys think he was going to make some crack about having found the cheapest way of getting to England.
No, I believe he found out something. I don't know what. But if we find the answer, we might find the killer.
He was shot to stop him talking. This could be.
If so, the problem can't be solved in England. It begins in France, where he started from. Henry Montel?
Yes?
You train long-distance swimmers.
That's right.
I want to talk to you about Lars Lucas.
Of course you do, Inspector. This is terrible. Last I produce a champion of champions and someone kills him.
I know how you feel. Any idea who killed him?
No.
Any enemies you know about? Threats?
He was a boy. Why should he have enemies?
How long have you known him?
4 years. He used to come here every summer.
Had he been to England before?
For one night only, after a long swim. I took him into rest before we sailed back.
Did he meet anyone ashore?
No. After a big swim, all a man wants to do is to sleep, Inspector. Poor Lucas.
Do you remember what he was saying when he was killed?
Something about the cheapest way of getting to England, wasn't it?
He may not have been talking about the Channel swim. Maybe he found out something.
Found out what?
I don't know. But I'll make it my business to find out. Maybe he was shot to prevent him speaking.
Oh, surely not, Inspector.
Where was he staying when he was here?
The cafe, you know. Most of the swimmers stay there. Oh, it's another of my pupils. She'll be great.
Wow, this may be a hot European summer, but that water's sure cold.
This is Inspector Duval of Interpol.
This got something to do with Lucas?
It has. You knew him.
I trained with him.
Have you swum the Channel?
Not yet. I've had one try, but I'll make it this time. I go tomorrow morning.
Oh. When do you start?
Oh, 4 o'clock in the cold, gray dawn.
You better get changed, Millie.
Well, see you in England. Why don't you swim there?
I'll do anything I can to help, Inspector.
Thanks. Hello.
Hi.
How about a drink?
Oh, I'd love an orange juice. Then I have to rest.
Orange juice. Good luck. How far did you get last time?
10 miles. Then I got cramp.
So you had to turn back.
I had to stop. But we went on to England.
But you hadn't gone halfway.
Well, it's not the distance that matters. It's the tides. The other 3 who failed, they went to England by boat.
Did Montel train them?
Of course.
So he's been across 5 times this year, even though Lucas was the only one to succeed.
Yeah, I guess so.
Miss Rayburn, I want you to help me.
wait here.
Good evening. Seen Monsieur Montel?
He's just gone in the cafe, monsieur.
How long will he be?
Oh, quite a while. He usually makes a night of it before he has a channel crossing.
Thanks. I'll look him up later.
For a call from England, please.
Yes?
Montel,
Yes?
what time do you start in the morning?
4.
We'll be ready. And remember, if there's any trouble this time, it won't only be the swimmer that gets killed. Understand?
I understand.
Monsieur?
Is Monsieur Montel still here?
No, he left 10 minutes ago with his friends.
The American girl, Miss Rayburn, is she in?
She's upstairs. She's resting.
Tell her it's very urgent. Say I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes.
All right, monsieur. Get this to the prefecture right away. I want to report on it as soon as possible.
Right, sir. Are you swimming tomorrow?
Of course. course.
Then it's time you should know the facts. I believe Montel is a member of a gang of narcotic smugglers.
Oh, no.
And I believe Lucas found out. That's why they killed him.
But not Montel. He's dedicated. He couldn't have done it.
He's a link in a chain. This thing is big, highly organized.
What do you want me to do?
Look, this is dangerous. These people are killers.
Lucas was a friend of mine. I'll help you.
Thanks. I'll be waiting in England. Keep your eyes open and report everything.
All right.
Be careful.
Keep it going. Watch the rhythm. Watch it. That's it. You're doing fine. Keep it steady.
How much further?
2 miles.
That small blip's the trainer's boat.
The press boys were right. You have quite a collection of gadgets here.
This sort of thing's my hobby, and I'm glad to help the police at any time, naturally.
Looks as if they haven't got far to go now.
Yes, they're getting near. I'd better go and telephone the reporters.
They always depend on me in these channel swims.
Well, no one's intercepted Montel in the channel, so the stuff is passed when he comes ashore.
We'll follow every move. With the girl watching, we ought to find out where he hands it over. All right, let's go.
Oh, thanks for your help, Commander.
Glad to be of service.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance now. I've got to get him back to the hotel.
He hasn't handed over anything on the beach.
Come on, Miss
Let's get back to the hotel.
Come on, boys. Give her a chance. She's all in.
Come on, boys, please. Tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning.
Some rest for you. Here we are. You did a great job. Sleep well.
Sure.
Good night.
Night. He hasn't handed anything over.
We watched you come ashore. He hasn't seen anyone since?
No.
What about the lift boy?
I had my eye on them all the time.
And he doesn't suspect anything?
Not a thing.
Thanks. It's time you got some rest.
Boy, can I sleep.
Night.
Night.
That's Montel.
Put that one through.
Reception.
I'm turning in now. Call me at 7, will you?
Very good, Mr. Montel. Good night.
If he makes a move out of that room during the night, call headquarters.
I've got another man watching the outside of the hotel.
Good. We've got him nicely tucked in.
Montel's at breakfast downstairs. Johnson's watching him.
He's due to sail in 45 minutes.
You're positive he didn't leave his room except this morning?
Certain, and there were no callers.
Now what?
We'll search his room. gone.
He could have hidden it somewhere in the room.
Maybe. But I have a hunch it's been handed over already.
And let's check just the same.
What are you doing here?
Room service.
Is that meant to be funny?
What did you do with the stuff, Montel?
What stuff? I don't know what you're talking about.
The package you smuggled in from France.
The one you always carry with you on a channel swim.
You think I'm a smuggler?
Let's say we know you are. Lucas got to know too, right?
This is an outrage. I'll tell the manager. I'll tell the French consul.
You do that. Give him my regards.
Why don't you stick to police work and stop playing at customs men, huh?
Don't push your luck, Montel.
If you finished wasting my time, I've got to bring my boat into harbor.
We can't touch him, Duval. There isn't a scrap of evidence. We've got to find the package before we can act.
We'll find it. I think I know how he got rid of it.
You do?
He didn't leave his room and no one went in. But there was one contact. His boots had been cleaned.
The hotel shoe black?
His regular contact. Let's find him.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. The man's gone off duty.
Any idea where he went?
None.
I'll put out an alert and have him picked up.
No. That may not be necessary. The stuff has probably been delivered by now. And that's when the shooting starts.
What are you doing with that gun?
I want an explanation. For this.
It's sugar. I tell you, it must have been the police. They must have found the stuff in France.
You're lying.
I'm not. Do you think I would have run all those risks if I'd known the stuff was worthless?
You knew this was going to be the last job and you thought you'd get back to France before I found out.
That's not true. I swear it.
Montel, you've become a nuisance and careless. You let Lucas find out and I had to shoot him.
No!
Mason! You all right?
Yes.
Look at this. A radio transmitter.
Montel must have used it to inform the commander that Lucas knew too much.
Which is why he was murdered as he left the water.
They'd found the perfect way of landing narcotics. What could be more innocent than a channel swim?
Thank you.